not so sure because, they're expensive, and maybe I'm gonna get another paperback, but I can get those back at home as well. So I was also thinking about pre-ordering one book, and I just checked they are all in stock, so they're paperbacks and I can order them. So yeah, it's like not necessary to buy them here. Also, you guys, I'm not gonna carry 10 books with me back, like on the plane and everything. Like, what I'm gonna do is I ship my books that I bought, I ship them back home. So like, I'm gonna prepare a package and then I send them back home. And I already found a UPS shop, so that's my plan. That's why I'm buying that many books. Alright, so let's get started with the book haul. First things first, I want to talk about, like, before I'm gonna show you the book haul, actually, I want to talk about the books that I've read in August, because, surprise, surprise, I haven't finished one book in August. Like, I read 8 books in July, and I haven't finished one book in August, but that is, I think the reason is because I moved to Dublin, and I needed to settle down, settle in, and, I was just not in the mood or like in the headspace for reading that much, but I did read like the first half of a book I'm gonna show you in a second, and now I started like an ebook yesterday, and I already have like 20% progress there. So the book that I'm reading and almost finished is Mile High by Liz Tomford. I am on page 338. So on chapter, wait a second, I'm actually gonna check some, page tapping, what? Never mind, you know what I mean. I think page flipping, alright. It's chapter, yes, got it, it's chapter 33, okay, so it's like 30, 33, 33, 33, 33, 33, and yeah, I really enjoy my life, and but it's going to be fall, and I am not so much in a romance mood anymore, so I will be reading a fantasy book at the same time. I'm going to talk about that one in a second because I want to show it to you. And then I also, like, I watched some fall vlogs today, and like on YouTube, and I was like, okay, even though I have most of my decorations back at home, or like my fall decor is back at home, I want my little roomie, like my room here, a little bit like cozier during September and October. So I bought some decor today, and I want to show you my favorite item. I got this pumpkin. It's not focusing. Hello. Oh, there you go. So yeah, I got this pumpkin spice candle today. It smells absolutely amazing. Like, yeah, pumpkin spice basically. Oh, lovely. And that's definitely my favorite item that I bought. Also got some fairy lights, and yeah. So now it's a little cozier in here, and I can look at that every single night and be like, oh, it's cozy, gonna make myself a cup of tea and then some reading, and got, my cozy atmosphere. And you guys, that's such a fun story. Like, I bought fairy lights as well. You can see them in the background there on. I think I'm gonna, put them on for every single video. I think it looks really beautiful. And yeah, so I bought them today, and I needed batteries, and then I went to a kind of grocery store supermarket, and they didn't have any batteries, and then I went to another supermarket and I bought them, and they were like more expensive than the fairy lights. And then, I went to a coffee shop, and I wanted to open the fairy lights up, and like I wanted to put the batteries in them, and realized I cannot open them, like the box for the batteries, because I do not have a screwdriver. They needed a screwdriver to be opened, and I was like, you must be kidding. Like, I'm living abroad, and who'd think about bringing a screwdriver? So I went to a hardware store and bought a screwdriver just to open up that freaking box of fairy lights, to get them going, like to light them, to make them, yeah, all shiny and bright. So yeah, sorry, I switched to soft spoken fully human. Like, at least I assume that, because it makes sense that she's some kind of half god or anything, because she's really good with her magic, and kind of yeah, she gets involved with this god, and they're trying to help each other, and it's a little like enemies to lovers dynamic, and I really enjoy it so far because it's fun, it's light, and it's super easy to read. Like, I fly through the pages, and that's exactly what I need before I can continue and probably finish Mali, because I really want to do that. Mali is not bad, like, absolutely not. It's got some parts where I'm like, okay, this is kind of slow right now, or a little bit boring, but I absolutely love these characters and the way they're interacting with each other, the found family. That's absolutely lovely. So I want to finish my, just, need a little more time to do that. Just, where was I? Cloud the Mighty. Yeah, good. And it's fun, even though this book is German, it does have English chapter titles, and that one's called Flout the Mighty. That's so cool, because the author, actually, I know her because okay, another fun story. I don't know what it is with the fun stories at the moment, but I know the author personally. I met her at a book fair, but also she is my cover designer. Like, she did covers for me, and I'm gonna ask her maybe if she can do one or two more for some new upcoming projects. Gonna talk about that in a second as well. Like, after the book haul, I want to talk about my new writing project. But yeah, so she was my cover designer, and she's actually living, I think it was Northern Ireland, she said. So I'm in Ireland now, and she's living in Northern Ireland because her husband, or fiance, I think it's fiance, or still boyfriend, I don't know, is Irish, or like from Northern Ireland, English, whatever. So, and yeah, so she basically lives there, and that's so cool. Okay, now finally we can come to the book haul. Yeah, so actually the first book you've already seen, which is Mile High. Like, I started reading this on my Kindle, and then I enjoyed it so much that I thought I want to annotate it, and so I got a physical copy, and I'm gonna do the annotations probably when I finish it. So yeah, but it has many beautiful quotes that I can really relate to, so that's why I decided to buy a physical copy. And since that's not enough, because when you buy a first book, you need a second book, a third book, and a fourth one. And yeah, now you're gonna ask, where's the last one? No, I did not buy that. I want to order that one, because as I said, I can get that in my home country as well. I just have to order it online or something. But I got this one because it was on sale. It was only €7, and that is really cheap for an English book. Like, usually in the store they're like 12 or €13, and €7, I was like, I couldn't say no to it. That one is currently, like, it's not available online. It's really hard to get, and I found it in a store today and was like, okay, since it's not available at the moment, I'm gonna buy it, because who knows when I'll be able to buy it then, And Rightmove, I got that one secondhand for €6, and I was like, okay, yeah, definitely gonna buy that. It's cheap, usually also like 12, 13 euros, but yeah, so basically 4 out of 5 books in the Windy City series, and still reading Mile High. So never mind, I trust Listom for it, because I think I really love this series. I think it's going to be, like, I'm very, very picky with my romance, because I'm usually a fantasy or slash romantasy reader, but romance has to be, like, very specific and very deep for me, and relatable to actually be enjoyable. And I think the some posters, like they had Demon Slayer posters for I want to say dollars, no euros, €7, and I was like, I want one so badly. Maybe in October, we'll see. But they're so big, usually they don't. I don't know where to put them back at home. You know, I just, if I put them on my wall, they just fall down because they're too big. Like this, like really this big. So it's like, it's not worth it for me to buy such a big poster. But they also had like little figurines, and of course I had to buy one. Say hello to my little Nesco. Okay, no, there you go. And here's how I got Nesco today. Gonna place her radio next to the camera. And she's coming with me to Infinity Castle. Like, I'm taking this figurine and one of my keychains I got. Wait a second, I want to show you guys. I've got this Muichiro keychain, and that's also what I'm going to be taking with me. So also I'm going to take that one with me to the movie, to the theater. Can't wait. It's like 2 more weeks. But yeah, Nesco was really cheap, and I think I'm gonna get her a Tanjiro as well, like in October. Like, really, I have to be a little bit careful with my money, so I can't buy like everything like at once. So probably gonna go back in October because I want to go there anyway, because I want to buy the new Taylor Swift album. Like, can we talk about the Life of Showgirl? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I can't wait. When I go there again in October and buy Life of a Showgirl, I'm gonna buy the Tanjiro figurine as well, because Nezuko needs his brother. Now quickly back to the book haul and my little treasures. So, the first book that I'm gonna show you, and I could cry. This is Direbound, the special edition, hand signed. It is a freaking signed copy that I found at Dubrace today. And actually, the book is damaged because I managed to get it wet in the rain today. Oh my god, there's another cat! I'm sitting right next to it. Oh my god, like a black and white kid. It took sale to get. Oh my god, it's so cute. They're on the wall sitting. Hi cat. The cat is watching me film. Hi cat. Hi kitty. Oh my god, I miss my own cat so much. I can't. Okay, sorry for that. Yeah, look at this gorgeous edition. I cannot. But yeah, it's a little bit damaged down here and up there. But it's fine. I mean, I put it on the shelf like this or like this, and it looks good. And I mean, it's hand signed, so yeah. But still sad, you know. Whenever I do transport my books here in Dublin, it kind of starts raining, and then the book gets a little bit wet, and I hate that. I mean, I also spilled my water bottle on my eye, so all the cat was just running. So cute. So I had to buy a new copy. Yeah, that's me. That's clumsy me, but never mind. Okay. My next treasure is this special edition of Warrior Princess Assassin. I told you guys, Virgin Camera is one of my top 5 favorite authors. Do yourself a favor and read her books, please, because I am obsessed with every single one of her stories. They are so freaking amazing. These characters, the dynamics, the banter, the depth, I just absolutely love it. So I know that I will devour Warrior Princess Assassin back home. I'm not gonna touch the copy. It's beautiful. It's Waterstone's exclusive, so yeah, can't wait. Absolutely loving it. Happy that I got the exclusive edition. And lastly, no, we're not done. Oh my gosh. That's not one of my treasures, but I got a secondhand copy of Diabolic. This is actually, I'm gonna talk about my book idea in a sec, but I bought this book because it inspired my new book idea. So I want to have it. Like, this is old. This is almost 10 years old, but I can't wait to reread and then might finally read the sequels, you know, because I've never continued. Like, I read the first book in 2018 or something, then I never continued. So I do that there on KU as well. So yeah, but I got the secondhand edition. Super happy about that because I can't put it in my bookshelf. Alright, and now to my last treasure. On Wings of Blood by Briar Berlin. Bloodwing Academy. Here you go, gather vampire fans. Oh my god. So, I read this book in June 2024. Oh my god. Izzy, what's wrong? In June 2025. I gave it 3 stars. I read the second book. I gave it 3 stars as well. You might think, why would I buy a book that I only rated 3 stars? Well, let's just say, I'm hooked. I don't know what it is, but I'm kinda invested in these characters, even though the story isn't the most original, and I really had my issues with our male main character, Blake. Like, I can't stand him. But unfortunately my camera died and I have to charge it, so we're gonna finish the video with my phone. Yeah, so I wanted to talk to you guys about my new book idea, and I want to show you something actually. I bought a little pin at Hodges. It says I will write my book, and it's literally the first time I feel inspired and motivated to write again and actually finish a project. As I said, I had some issues with writing and publishing in the past, so I'm really proud of my new idea. And basically, as I said, we've got these I've called them celestial games, and basically we have weapons that are how do you say that? Oh my god, I'm so bad at summarizing my own ideas. That's crazy. So basically we've got this these people, they are blessed with celestial magic, so they control celestial magic and they can summon that. And with that magic they can create weapons, so just normal weapons like swords, crossbows, axes, whatever, but also things like maybe a keychain or a flute or a ring, so it doesn't have to be a typical weapon, just basically everything you can storage magic in. And so they create these objects and they're called celestial artifacts, and with those celestial artifacts we have the celestial games. And our noble houses, which like we have 12 noble houses, all of them named after the zodiac signs. So for instance, house Cancer, house Scorpio, house Pisces, whatever. And all of those, they have their celestial warriors, and they have these once a month. There are these celestial games, and the more often they win with those celestial artifacts, the more popular and the more wealthy you get. But because of that, the people with the celestial powers, they're being enslaved. And my main character tries to free them because she works for the rebellion or the resistance, but she gets caught when her mentor is being caught as well, and she's being sold to the emperor. So yeah, so then she becomes the slave of the emperor. Fortunately, the emperor has a very handsome brother, a prince, who's, you know, kind of sick, and he needs celestial magic to survive, and they might be, you know, falling in love. I'm delighted with this idea. It's so much fun to write. And yeah, hopefully I can manage to write a full book, like finish the project for once, and then maybe translate it, because right now I don't really want to translate it because it's too complicated. But yeah, it's inspired, like it's got basically 3